Oh, it must be a joy to be part of that show.
It's an absolute treat, real treat. And sort of like a surprise that it's as huge as it is.
I think people have really taken such a shine to it.
Yes.
It's so well written, though, isn't it?
But for so many reasons. For the writing, Stephen and Mark's writing, and the direction, Paul McGuigan, and the boys.
Yes.
The gorgeous boys.
You and your boys, what a dream. What an absolute dream job that is.
I know.
Because they are fantastic.
They are. And not only Benedict and Martin, but Rupert.
Yes.
And Mark. And Andrew as Moriarty.
So what's it like on set with them? Are they naughty? Do you keep them in line?
Completely naughty. And they love shocking me, but it doesn't shock me.
No.
And they've forgotten I was in the Folies Bergère as a chorus girl for years. I'm not a nun.
No.
So they wait for what I come back with, which is more disgusting.
I bet you have such good times
We
doing
do.
that. It really, but it has been enormously successful. People have really got into it. And I love the way that, you know, there's a huge big blockbuster movie that's out just now, but that is very much of its time. This has been brought into the 21st century. That's what's so good about it.
And I think what is good is that there was a lot of doubt.
Yes.
Thinking, putting it in modern dress, and it's worked. And
very much so.
People have said, I'm sorry, I thought otherwise, but it has worked.
It's really incredible. And his dialogue, I mean, it's so fast, isn't it? He really, you know, I don't know how he manages to learn all that.
No, and then if you've got one line to come in at the end of that,
pressure.
If you make a mistake, and then poor darling's got to do it all again.
Yes, you don't want that to happen too often. That would be terrible. I'm looking forward to the next one. It's going to be a cracker at the weekend. It's really, really good. And it just seems it's one of those ones where it sort of built up.
Yes.
You know, it didn't get a great big ta-da, you must watch this.
No.
People found it.
Yes.
And I think that's why people like it so much.
And again, at the Christmas time, they weren't going on, but you must watch Sherlock after Christmas. And they waited their time until Downton had gone.
Yes.
And then they came in.
And that's very wise. Makes perfect sense. But you know, you were saying you used to be in the Folies Bergère. How exciting. I mean, but you have got that wonderful sort of dancer's presence, you know, very much so, sort of Audrey Hepburn-esque, you know, that kind of thing that's going on. And I remember, I mean, goodness me, I remember seeing you in Summer Holiday when I was a kid. I mean, how fantastic. Look at you there with Cliffy, who hasn't changed a bit. But I don't know what it is about you two, but you've got this thing of looking incredibly young. Is that just luck, you know? Or do you work at it?
I don't know. I watch what I eat,
right.
I have to say, a little bit.
Right.
But
apart from that?
No. But I'm 74.
You're not 74.
You get on with it. Just get on with it.
You know,
as long as you're healthy inside.
Exactly.
That's the main thing.
But do you still dance? Do you still do all that? Do you still exercise and things?
And people say, can you still dance? And you think, well, yes, and I can walk and
make myself a cup of tea and everything. But you've been, you know, looking back, you've been in such an iconic series, you know, like Till Death Us Do Part was groundbreaking, wasn't it?
I know. But before that, I mean, Cool for Cats, I was in a series before you were born, Lorraine, and that was huge. And On the Bright Side, Stanley Baxter as well.
Stanley Baxter, what a legend.
Exactly. So it's just absolute chance.
I guess it's chance and talent. I mean, it's a mixture of both, you know. And you were a fantastic Aunt Sally. I think a whole generation of people that have grown up with that remember Wurzel Gummidge. Look at that. You just were perfect in that role. Again, that must have been, you know, great fun to do.
It was.
So different.
It was.
So different from anything else.
And you know, if you've been in a children's programme that's done well, you have the affection of when the people have got older.
No, absolutely. And they've grown up with you, like I said. Now, I'm going to start a campaign. I think they should bring back Give Us a Clue. Do you remember Give Us a Clue? That was like all the way through the 80s. Look, you and Lionel Blair. But it was great. What a simple idea.
Yes, but it's an old idea. And I did it 20 years before that when it was called Don't Say a Word.
For goodness sake.
And it was successful then.
Because charades, people still do that. You know, at Christmas time people would have been doing that. Or they might have done it as a sort of game, you know, to get a game like it.
Yes, a little while ago we did a very short version for a charity.
Right.
And it did enormously well. And you thought, they should bring that back.
I think so.
You know, with new presenters, obviously, but they should. It's a fantastic
I would like to see you and Lionel back doing it.
Freaking
Not at all. I think that would be the charm of it. That would be, you know, that would be the way that it would actually work. You know, it's great. But I mean, at your age and looking back, and obviously looking ahead, because there's going to be clearly more Sherlock. Is there anything else you really want to do? Is there something that you've thought to yourself, I didn't get a chance to do that?
Not really. Not really. I mean, I've got a lovely job in the spring at the National.
Fantastic.
Yeah, so I just wait to see what comes in, you know, and
still
get on with it. Love it.
Because you've had, you know, obviously as well as doing telly, which clearly that's what sort of gets you into the public eye.
Yeah.
But alongside that, you've had a really good career on stage, haven't you? And is that's really important to you to keep the two sort of going along?
Well, I knew for longevity that you have to really work to and surprise people all the time, I think. So there was a period where I took very small parts to be with very good people and good directors, you know, and learn from that. And that's what I've been doing for quite a while now.
See, I think that's really, really good advice, because an awful lot of actors will want to go for that big showy role, or they will want to do that. But, I mean, do you still feel as if you're still learning, you know?
All the time. All the time. And I think, I mean, several people have said to me, oh, you should have more. No, it's fine coming in and out and in and out if you're in a good production.
Absolutely.
You know, I mean, look at Andrew. He only pops in every now and then as Moriarty.
Yes.
You know, but it registers.
Oh, absolutely.
You know,
it absolutely does.
If you're in a quality production, it works.
And it is, you know, it is the kind of series, hopefully, that they will do, you know, what the demand for it is huge. That, you know, while you can hold on to it, every single one of you, you know, they should do as many as possible.
We all feel so fortunate, you know, and
That's
I know
great.
we are.
No, it's brilliant. I'll be watching on Sunday. It's great to see you.
And you, Lorraine.
Thank you so, so much. Thank you, Una. What a joy.
Thank you.
Right, it's time for a competition now, and your chance to win one of 2 cheques for a rather strange amount.